Afcon 2023 has been one hell of a tough competition, entertainment galore. It has not disappointed in one bit. Goals everywhere, tightly contested one. We've seen a hat-trick, we've seen a lot of goals, a lot of beautiful goals. Well, I go by the name of complacency football, where I discuss anything to do with soccer, from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Where do I even start with this competition? Well, Dr. Patrice Motsepe did not lie in any way when he said this year's edition will be the best of all the Afcons you have never seen. I mean, it's well organized, the pitches are top notch. Credit to the Ivory Coast government and the federation. The football we've all witnessed has been entertaining. I mean, it's a lot of goals, and there are no walkovers, literally. And the broadcasting, we need to also give credit to all the broadcasters, at least the English one, because I'm not that good in French. There's also French ones, there's also Portuguese ones. But the English guys have done well. Obviously, we have Maclissin, who is African football encyclopedia. You have Dwayne DeLocca. I mean, Dwayne really makes his co-host really comfortable. I knew Clifford Molenga as a good Zambian player, but his combo with Dwayne DeLocca has been absolutely brilliant. Just excellent in listening to them, giving commentary in all the matches. You have Amanda Dlamini, you have the Nigerian legend in Daniel Amokachi. So the English commentary, I mean, the others I've not mentioned in this group, who have really set the tone high, making it really interesting for people who are watching this Afcon for their very first time. So, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, salute to you. So far, so good. We cannot complain. 8 days have gone and we have been fed some incredible entertainment. And anyway, on this episode, really want to focus on the Teranga Lions, the defending champions, Senegal, how they've come into this competition. But before I zoom and magnify on that particular nation, we need to also mention the fact that the North Africans, their struggle continues, obviously with the exception of Morocco. And that's probably one match I've watched in this tournament that has been really one-sided between Morocco and Tanzania. Tanzania didn't offer any competition, didn't offer any resistance. It was a literal walkover for Morocco. So Morocco this far have not really had resistance or competition. So very disappointed with Tanzania. No wonder they have even fired their coach. I mean, if you watch that match, it was just no. It was just a poor game plan, poor approach from Tanzania, and I was disappointed. I had high expectations from Tanzania, considering that I watch a lot of Tanzanian teams. I watch Azam, I watch Simba and Yanga, and you do have some players who play outside Tanzania. The guy from who plays for Pyramid FC, what's his name? I forgot his name, but he plays a striker. So I had high expectations for this team, and they really disappointed me. Anyway, going back to the struggle of North Africans. Algeria have not won a game, played 2, drawn 2. Egypt have not won a game, played 2, drawn 2. Tunisia, they also are struggling. So I don't know what's happening with North Africans when they play in those part of the world, playing in West Africa. Is it the heat? Is it the humidity? What a guan? You tell me, guys, what's happening with North Africans? Because obviously this year's edition of Afcon, it's not a food parcel. It do not come on a silver platter. It's not free. Everyone has to work for it. Everyone has to work for it. And but now let's go and really focus on the main thing of this episode, which are the defending champion. Now, Senegal came into this tournament as the defending champions. Their approach has been positive. I mean, they possess a mentality of champions. They've got a great attitude for people who are defending this tournament, because there's also this tendency from previous champions, when they go to the next to defend their title, they come with this, almost like an entitlement that the cup will come to them without any work, without any effort. But the attitude from the Senegalese has been absolutely excellent. And if you look at the coach, Aloui Cisse, some of the things he has done, benching some of the experienced players in place of the younger generation. So no place is guaranteed for anyone in this Senegalese team. You look at the bench, look at the players who have not started the games. You've got a Mendy that played for Leicester. You've got a Chak Kouyaté who plays for Nottingham Forest. You've got Idrissa Gueye, which I thought will probably be the star of this Senegalese team, also on the bench. So you've got an adequate cover in most positions. I mean, you've got a player who plays for Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson, starting on the bench, and just shows you the wealth of experience, the wealth of the quality, the depth in this team. So I wonder who is going to stop this Senegalese team. They've been formidable. Now, Aloui Cisse has been the manager or coach of this the Lions of Teranga Lions since 2015. 2015, he's been with this. He's been the head coach of this nation. Now, if you count from 2017 Afcon until this one, those are 4 competitions or 4 Afcons, and these guys have conceded a maximum of 2 goals in each of those editions. 2017, they conceded 2 goals. 2019, 2 goals. 2021, 2 goals. And then it's this one. This far, they've only conceded 1 goal, which came against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. So you can just tell that Aloui Cisse, he was a defensive midfielder in his days when he played for Portsmouth. I also think he played for, is it Mets? Can't really remember well, but I remember when he played. So he was a defensive midfielder, and he knows that everything starts from the back. You must have a very good goalkeeper. You must have the last 4. It must be decent defenders. And obviously, because he was a defensive midfielder, he'll obviously pick defensive midfielders and box-to-box players or number 8s who are of higher quality. I don't know how many players from this Senegalese national team actually come from their local league, because majority of the players that are here are playing in Europe, and some are playing in the Middle East. So majority will obviously come from France, and you also see that with their starting lineup, which will be something we'll be zooming into next, as to why this team is so excellent. I mean, the guy who plays for Nottingham Forest, Niakate, a defender, he got injured against Gambia, but there's sufficient cover. No sweating whatsoever. They've got sufficient cover. And Abdou Diallo has come into that. He can play both as a defensive midfielder and a centre back. And Abdou Diallo has partnered excellently with Koulibaly. If you watch that game against Cameroon. Now let's start with the goalkeeper. A goalkeeper, obviously, he was a late boomer into these high-paying leagues. I'm talking about Edward Mendy. He played for Chelsea, won us a Champions League, and then this part of his career, I think this is where he's just collecting all the dollars. He also decided, together with Mendy, Sadio Mane, Habib Diallo, and Abdou Diallo, decided to go to the Middle East and just go cash in all those dollars. But Edward Mendy, as a goalkeeper, decent keeper, considered one goal this far. Now you have two central defenders who are excellent ball players. Koulibaly, Abdou is more like a traditional number 4 who covers more for Koulibaly. Koulibaly is the one who stays behind, and Abdou pushes more up and assists the guys who are playing in the middle. So that central pairing of Koulibaly and Abdou Diallo, even if Niakate recovers from the injury, I think that Aloui Cisse should just stick with these two. They will be disappointed with the type of goal they considered against the Indomitable Lions, because that goal was not supposed to go in. They failed to deal with the cross, and now when the ball is in the box, they've got tall players. Probably Senegal and Mauritania and Gambia probably have one of the tallest teams in this tournament. So Diallo and Koulibaly will be very disappointed to concede such a goal. Going to the fullbacks or wingbacks, you have Diatta, who also played for Bruges from Belgium, and then you've got Jacobs. The two players are currently playing for Monaco in France, and these are your workhorses. These guys can bomb up and down on those flanks the whole day. Jacobs on the left, Diatta on the right back. Diatta, he plays for Monaco more as a right winger, and these guys, they give so much assistance to the middle and the guys playing up front. Diatta has been excellent. The 2 games that have been played, Jacobs, not as much engine like your Diatta, but he will also give cover to the guys in the middle. Now, obviously, if you want to beat Senegal, this is my opinion, if you want to beat and overcome the Senegalese team, you need to overcome that midfield. Obviously, they've benched Idrissa Gueye, who plays for Everton. They've benched Cheikh Kayute, older now, who plays for Nottingham Forest. For these 3 young guys, I also have to mention the fact that Diatta and Jacobs, the fullbacks, are both 24 years old. The middle, you have Lamine Camara, a 20-year-old who plays for Metz in League 1. You have another guy partnering Lamine Camara in Pape Gueye, who plays also in France for Marseille. The chemistry between those 2 youngsters is a wonder to behold. And you've got another addition, and another youngster, 21-year-old, who plays for Tottenham Hotspur, Pape Matar Sarr. These 3 boys in that midfield, they work for each other, cover for each other. They're good in the air, they're physical, they can pass, they are skillful. No wonder Aloui Cisse decided to bench the old guys in Gueye and Kanute. And they give so much, link up so well for the front 3 guys, which is Asmael, who once played for Watford in England, currently playing for Marseille in France, and Habib Diallo, the big man, their traditional number 9. who also plays in Saudi Arabia, and obviously their star player in Saudi, Mane, who's quiet he doesn't appear like a star player, but I mean, even the goal he scored against Cameroon, you can just tell it's the experience the guys acquired for playing in Austria, in England, and now in Saudi Arabia. Excellent finish, a touch of class from Sadio Mane. Habib Diallo, I think, has got a goal as well in this season. Ismaila Sarr plays more as a winger, not afraid at all to take players on, and he knows that he's got the backing of Diatta on the right-hand side. So these guys, when they press opposition or when they push together, you will have a Koulibaly and Abdou Diallo, Jacobs staying behind as a back three, and then you have your Diatta pushing up to support Pape Gueye, while Lamine, Kamara, and Pape Matessa will push up to support the front three guy. It's going to be very, very, very difficult to overcome this Senegalese team. It's not impossible, but it's going to be very, 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 very challenging. So they remain my favorites together with Morocco. We will just have to wait and see who they will be matched with in the last 16 of this year's edition, because they've already qualified. Another side that have been impressive, underrated, and no one really gave them a chance was the Sharks, or the Fishermen, Cape Verde, who have been excellent in this tournament. They've also qualified for the last 16. So this tournament has really been come with a lot of entertainment from all angles, and I'm excited about the last matches of the group stages, having to see who the big guns will be matched with in the last 16. Don't forget to like, do engage, and give me your comments about this Senegalese team, the Cape Verde side, that are have been very impressive. Also share the content on all your other socials. Don't forget also to subscribe to the channel if you're seeing this face and this content for the very first time. Yes, I do go by the name of Complacency Football, and may my God bless you all.